absolutely broken is what I would call the new weapons for Chapter 6 Season 4. Tell me why they gave us a rocket launcher that you're able to control from meters away with a laser pointer. Fortnite really has us out here looking like a cat or dog's trainer with a laser pointer aiming it at our opponents. Like, what is this game at this point, dude? The rockets are probably the coolest thing so far about this season, and I think all of the weapons are really good this season. I'm gonna be talking about every single one of them, but to start off with today's video, the swarm launcher has got to be one of the coolest things that we have gotten in this game in a very long time. I mean, if you know me, and I've been saying this a lot, but if you know me, I love the guided missile. The guided missile is probably my favorite explosive weapon in the game, period. It's just so much fun. It brings back so many nostalgic memories, and it is a freaking rocket that you can control and ride on top of. And it's just like a really cool concept that we don't really see a lot of in Fortnite. You know, controlling your abilities or weapons, like literally controlling them like as a drone. It feels like you have just so much more control over your opponent's demise, and that's exactly how the swarm launcher feels. I might have clips of this or I might not, and I'll put it up on screen right now, but after running a couple of games with my friends, dude, you're literally able to chase someone down who is running away with a car or vehicle nearby and absolutely decimate them. I mean, I don't want to keep going on and on about how unbelievably broken this weapon is, because, you know, I really hate to see Epic nerf it, but damn, I think it deserves the praise. I feel like we haven't gotten something this fun in a very long time, and I'm all here for it. Then you have a little guy during this season who just, I feel like, isn't talked about enough. And I've seen a clip about Ninja talking about this weapon and even a couple TikToks about it. This is the brand new Revolver. Now, it works nothing like an actual revolver, not even remotely close to the OG revolver. This thing is basically a shotgun that can work from meters away. This is basically your OG combat shotgun from Season 9's launch, or if you're a real veteran, the classic pump shotgun from back during 2017 when you can snipe someone with it from meters away. This revolver is no pistol at all. This thing is a freaking sniper shotgun. It almost feels like the Super Shredder in a way from Save the World. You can beam players from distances away. I mean, at this point, you might as well be picking this up over the brand new shotgun, which is also still pretty good. The sweeper shotgun, I believe, is what it's called, but that honestly kind of feels like a reskin of a previous shotgun we've had in the past. I believe the Evo Chrome shotgun or something like that. This thing is just way better. Personally, I would be picking this up almost every single game if I can. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I thought this thing was a little puny. Wouldn't bat an eye to it. But after a couple games, this is something you need to have in your loadout. And not only is it good by itself, but you can double pump it. Look, I don't know what's Fortnite's obsession with double pumping lately. They added it back to OG, and now there's an exotic called Double and Trouble that you can double pump. And now you have a friggin' revolver that acts like a sniper shotgun that you can double pump. This is so peak, bro. And thank you again, Fortnite, for just giving us a good loophole at the beginning of a season, a strong one at that. Yes, will most of this stuff be getting nerfed? Most likely, without a shadow of a doubt. But for the first week or two, we can at least enjoy it before the crybabies get their way. Now, another broken weapon that I want to talk about this season is the minigun, the new minigun turret thingy, whatever that we have now. It absolutely shreds. Night and day difference comparing this minigun to the minigun that we have currently in Fortnite OG. You could feel the sheer power from this thing, every single bullet ramming into your enemy. Pause. The damage per second slowly ramping up, with the only downsides being a long reload time and crazy recoil after firing it for a really long time. But other than that, I'd say that this thing is amazing. And I always talk about how Fortnite should be bringing back older weapons instead of just slightly making new variants or reskinning things for the most part. And so we could have absolutely just brought back the original minigun for this season instead of creating something new. You know, utilize some of those older weapons that don't get enough shine into the game nowadays. But I'm glad that they didn't do that for this minigun, because holy bro, it feels completely different, and I like that there is enough variety between the two. Want a more classic approach? You can hop into Fortnite OG and use that classic minigun. But if you want something crazier, stronger, that absolutely shreds, then yes, play Chapter 6 Season 4 and pick up that brand new minigun. It is so freaking good. Then you have the new AR, which kind of reminds me of the old heavy AR. Not too much to say there, but it feels pretty great. Again, another strong entry into the brand new loot pool. The medallions and the boons this season are very strong. Some of them make you jump higher or jump further, while the plentiful amount of boons that you can get from these new supply drops, I guess, that drop in and reflect your current rank during a match, give you little mini perks like faster reloading or using less of your meter while sprinting and such. And finally, before we talk about the loot pool as a whole this season, we have to address that bug blaster. Now, before this season came out, I thought it was gonna work like you kill one of the bug mobs and it'll drop this blaster for you to pick up. But no, it's actually in chests and stuff around the map that you can find normally, and works as an actual blaster, something that you can somewhat rapid fire, albeit the fire rate is a bit slow. It does pack a punch, and when charging it up can deliver a huge blow with a decent radius around the impact. It's fun, and most importantly, it's creative and represents the theme of the season. It isn't just like a normal blaster or a reskin of another weapon, and I love that. Super cool, and I think all the new weapons and items that we've gotten this season are very fun to use. But now, the loot pool as a whole. They brought back a lot of classics like the Medmist, holy smokes, the Shockwave launcher, which kind of threw me off at first because now there's an epic version of it, and the classic purple slurp juice, which is like a nerfed version of the legendary one that we're somewhat used to nowadays. So they didn't just give us a whole bunch of new stuff at the beginning of the season, they really also threw in older items and older weapons that players are very much familiar with, and I love that because now you're not going to be confused running around the map wondering what all these new things are when there are a lot of familiar items that you can pick up and know how to use instantly. Heals are very good this season. I think there are plenty to go around. Ammunition wise, I feel like it's at a right spot. There isn't too much going on where you don't know what to pick up. It feels just right where you can really make a loadout that's catered to you and something that you would like to run. I also forgot to mention that there is a brand new launch pad, which is an epic version of the rare one that we've gotten before. And I'm not the biggest fan of turning traps into throwable items, as those can just be traps, but the super launch pad is an exception in my opinion, as it is an upgrade from the original launch pad that boosts you way higher and makes sense to take up a slot in your inventory. So overall, I think Epic did a phenomenal job with this loot pool, and trust me, I am very much looking forward to everything else that we've seen in the trailer and what's been leaked or announced to come. That Annihilator gun or the Hammer of Dawn, I am waiting for you, my friend. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 4's loot pool? Personally, I think they killed it this season and did a way better job compared to previous seasons that we've gotten in this chapter. Lots of fun items to go around. The game feels super great at the moment, and it's only going to be getting better and better as the season goes on. But please let me know down below your opinions. I would really love to know. Anyways, I want to thank all of you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and use code TrulyMystic in the item shop if you would like to support me there. Now, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, and I will catch you in the next one. It's TrulyMystic, and until then, peace.